Hello and welcome to Pints, Peanuts, and a podcast set in the vacation rental industry, and we're going to be giving you some tips and tricks to plan your perfect vacation rental. My name is Tim Manning, and I'm going to pass it off to...
My name is Teena and I have been a vacation rental owner for almost 25 years. And there's a lot of changes going on in the industry right now, so I'd like to inform you and give you ways that you can save money, and also talk about how to find the perfect vacation rental for your group or your family.
We're mainly going to be focusing on today the new kind of service fees to the industry that weren't really... They didn't exist before, and it's mainly VRBO, HomeAway, which are owned by Expedia, and I know Tina can go into a little bit more detail on exactly what those are and what you get for them.
So if you watch the commercials on TV, you'll see that HomeAway, Airbnb, VRBO, TripAdvisor, they all try to sell to you that their service fee, which is what they charge you, our guests, is somehow affording you more guarantee that your vacation rental will be great, your time will be better, that if anything happens while you're vacationing, that service fee is some of it goes toward making sure that everything is fine when you're on vacation. And I'd like to tell you that the service fee is not any of that. It's a fee imposed by the companies. And when you're doing a book online, a book it now, whatever you want to call it, if you book with your credit card online on an online travel agency, an OTA, which is Expedia, Hotels.com, VRBO, HomeAway, Booking.com. There's a lot of them that do vacation rentals. You see that service fee being added on at the end, and the fees have a wide range. They range anywhere from 6 to 22%. So back in the day when Airbnb started charging service fees, it didn't matter. They were a couch surfing platform that people would just, rent a spare bedroom or rent a couch, or you can pitch your tent in the backyard. And if you were paying $30 to $40 for that, a 10% service fee didn't matter. But the vacation rental industry has changed wildly, and there are homes that have one bedroom all the way up to, I know one that has 24 bedrooms. So to say that a 22% service fee is not going to be a chunk of change is a lie. And that money goes directly to the travel agency, the VRBO, HomeAway, Airbnb. It does not, none of it gets sent to the owner. In fact, the owner has to pay a booking fee when you book online. So you add all those fees together, and it's a crazy amount of money. So what Tim and I would like to help you with is to save some money by circumventing those online travel agencies. And they provide a great service. They're one-stop shopping. You can go and find a lot of vacation rentals in the town that you're interested in, but they charge dearly for that service. And I have 5 ways you can get around having to pay those fees.
The first of which is just a pretty simple one. A lot of those sites, they all have pictures, and those are mainly posted on the rentals, the owner's sites, or any way to get in contact with the owner. Because if you can get in contact with the owner, you can skip that service fee. Because, like Tina said, they aren't making any money, and they would much rather talk to you in person. Because these sites are great and easy and convenient, but in the end, it cuts out a lot of, just interaction between the owner. And that's a big thing with people just kind of going easy and throwing their vacation rentals online. The real people that you want to rent from are the ones that will reach out and talk to you and explain what their property is, not just stick it and leave it on some site and make you pay the fee to find it. So a quick and easy way would be just grab those pictures and throw them into a Google image search. That'll pop up wherever that's listed, and most of the time you can find the homepage of the vacation rental right off the bat.
Right. And I agree with you, Tim. The owners that just list their property with Airbnb and don't want to talk to potential guests, I just have a problem with that. I think that people want to go for the locals touch when they go to a vacation rental. And some people know exactly what they do on vacation, what they want to do on vacation. But most have never been to the area before or would like some locals tips. So every guest that I host at my vacation rental, I like to talk to them so that I can help them out plan a nice dinner out or a nice hike if they have small kids, if they whatever. I just like to converse with people to help them make their vacation the best they've ever had. Um, so, like Tim said, the Google image search, that's a great way. Also, get on Facebook and type in what you'd like. North Conway, vacation rental. Um, if you saw a vacation rental on one of those sites, Expedia, Airbnb, put in, if you can get the name of the vacation rental. My vacation rental is Four Seasons Lodge. There's, Manzanita Home Rentals. I can list a whole bunch of them. If you just put in the name of the house or the name of the vacation rental and the city, guaranteed you'll come up with a Facebook page. The next way that I think is a great way is to actually copy some text out of the ad. The name of it, the town, how many bedrooms. Just do a quick copy and paste into
Yeah,
Google.
just kind of copy the amenities because it'll list everything it has, and like with the lodge, we have the indoor pool, which is a very easy way to find it.
Right.
So if you can pick out, that unique quality of the vacation rental that you're looking for, whether it's a pool, whether it's a large patio, a huge deck, scenic view, you can narrow it down very easily just by, putting in a few keywords and maybe scrolling past the first half page of Google to get past the paid for ads and get to the people that are actually advertising out there.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot to kind of get your name to the top of the list when you have, huge companies that are able to pay for a whole bunch of ad space.
Well, and to digress just a bit here, to tell you how huge the industry is, Expedia paid $4 billion for HomeAway and VRBO, so they're just trying to make their money back. And to expand on the Google text search, my name is spelled funky. It's Teena, and a few years ago I just was curious, and it was the rage then to Google your name, and because it's unusual, I Googled Teena pool, and Four Seasons Lodge came up, and I started doing it. I run and maintain whatever a lot of Facebook pages and private forums for vacation rental owners, and I picked some of my friends' names and the town that their vacation rentals were in, and I just put their first name and the town, and it showed up. And most of those ad sites allow the owner to put their name on there, so you can also just do their name and the town.
And it's one of the few things they'll actually allow you to put on there because you can't really put your email or anything like that.
No.
So they're really working against you to try and get you to pay these fees when it's just a quick couple searches and look here and there, and you'll find what you're looking for.
Yeah, yeah. Then the next thing, who doesn't know someone that stayed at a vacation rental, and who doesn't have hundreds of friends on Facebook? And that's one of the things I like about Facebook the best, is to get ideas and answers to questions that I have, and just put something up on Facebook asking anybody, friends of friends, family, whatever, if they know anyone that's ever vacationed in the town that you want to, or even the county that you want to vacation in, and I'll guarantee you'll get somebody that will answer and say, well, stay away from this place, or, more likely, here's a few good suggestions. I have a couple of friends that have stayed there.
And a big thing with this is you really want to get in touch with the owner, because
Yes.
if you're renting from a place that's maintained by a property management place, or they can have hundreds of places that they look after, and yeah, there's someone that can come out if the place catches on fire, but you know it's a house, and normal vacation rentals like the lodge is 10 bedrooms. It's a big house.
Yeah.
There are things that can go wrong. Like the other day we had someone check in and the hot water switch wasn't done.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to a property maintenance place, you're out of luck. They're either not going to know what's wrong, they're going to have to hire somebody, whereas if you can get in touch with the owner, they're going to come out and fix it for you that day, because they want to make sure that you have the best stay possible.
Right.
They're not just making a commission. This is their livelihood.
Right. And honestly, a lot of the property managers out there, they have hundreds of properties that they manage. And when you actually call them to get some information, they're just reading off of a script that was given to them by the owner. They don't know the backstory about anything. in fact, the name of this podcast, Pints, Peanuts, and a Podcast, I refer lovingly to my guests as the Beer and Peanuts crew. And it's a because our home is just comfortable. It's a typical New England lodge. It's great. And for 25 years, I've always referred to everyone as the Beer and Peanuts crew. And I thought, I want to help that type of renter out. Everyone struggles to get money together to go on vacation. And if I can save people money, I'll be all the happier. Um, and the fifth way to save some money is niche websites. People are so dissatisfied. Customers or guests, potential renters, are wildly dissatisfied with the service that they're getting from VRBO and HomeAway and whatever. I don't know if anybody out there knows it, but if you book online today, right now, and tonight you find out that your spouse, partner, friend can't get the time off for vacation, and now you have the owners, you can find the owner, you can go do a Google search, whatever, you call them and you say, oh, I booked those dates and I can't make it. Well, you've lost your service fee. There is no, the cancellation is you lose that service fee. If you're working with an owner, I have never, I've spoken with online thousands of owners over the years. I've never had anybody that has said, within the first week, 2 weeks, whatever, unless it's a last minute rental, sure, you can change your dates. You can, dates that'll, people just want their guests to have a good time. But for the big online travel agencies, it's all about the bottom line. It's all about the money. So the niche websites, everyone, guests and owners alike, are dissatisfied with the new way that the business model of all these sites. So they're all over the country, all over the world. There's small sites popping up, like down in the Cape Cod in Massachusetts. There's a niche website down there. I'm not going to say it because I know I'll get it wrong, whatever the site is. But SmokyMountains.com is a niche website. They're everywhere. You can, if you type in North Conway, New Hampshire, or White Mountains, New Hampshire, Chamber of Commerce will come up. Look on the Chamber of Commerce's websites. I advertise on the Chamber of Commerce for my county. There's loads of ways to find the owners of these properties rather than having to do it through the other sites.
Yeah, we'll put links in the description below with just some examples of those sites, and then a link to, I believe you had a the 5 steps that we just talked about, kind of more boiled down to just bullet points.
Yeah, I have an infographic. Yep.
Yeah, because.
Yeah, so we'll do that, and I also have a table that gives the percentages of what each website charges, and I'll put that in the notes in there. And a vacation rental for a week in high season, I know there's vacation rentals out there with 17, 20 bedrooms. They charge maybe even $10,000 for a week. So do 22% of that. That's a lot of money. And
that's on top of any like taxes related to it, and any think about
cleaning
security
fees.
deposits.
Yep.
You're renting a big house.
Yeah.
So there's the base price, and then there's always going to be taxes tacked on to it.
Yeah.
Rooms and meals, everything like that, and then to put on a service fee for absolutely no reason.
Right.
It's a shame that the owners can't really. I mean, aside from the few like yourself that are actually trying to get their name out there and trying to get in contact with people,
yeah,
they're making it almost impossible to get around it, and there's no real need for that service fee aside from putting money in their pockets.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess one thing I didn't say was, if the name of the house, or maybe I did on the Google text search, if the name of the house is in the ad on the list on the booking sites, try to just put in the name of that house plus the town. I think I did say it.
Yeah, because most vacation rentals probably have their own homepage, I would assume.
They have their own websites. There's some. I love my website, but boy, there's some nice websites out there, and you get lots more pictures on the booking sites. You have a limit of the number of pictures that you can put. You can't put floor plans. I mean, there's just so many restrictions. You can't put your phone number. You can't. I am lucky. I've been doing this for 25 years, and I don't know why, and I'm not complaining, but I still get access to people's phone numbers and email addresses. So every person that emails me with an inquiry, I call them. I call them, even if I don't have the available dates, even if I am, not quite what they needed 14 bedrooms, I only have 10, whatever. I'll turn myself inside out trying to help them out. I have an insider's guide. For all of the different seasons, I have a blog where it talks about everything to do, that you can do on those seasons. And there are a lot of owners, really invested owners, that have the same kind of quality on their websites as well. So it's worth it. It's worth your time and energy to ferret out these people, and you'll be really happy with the information that they can give you.
You definitely want to check out, like we said before, with the owners covering their bases with marketing and everything like that. Those are the ones you really want to rent from. Because like with the lodge, I mean, you got it. Just we ended up buying it because you wanted to rent it, right?
Right, we had stayed there
Yeah.
as an extended family, and everybody all week kept saying, "This is great. We're going to stay here. We're going to buy this. We're going to buy this." And I let the furor dry up. And 4 months later, we bought it, and that was 25 years ago. Never expected how expensive it was going to be to have a house with an indoor pool. But I'll tell you what, in 25 years, I figured out the other day, it's a rough guesstimate, but it's just under 12,000 people I've hosted at the lodge. And to to show how much effort and energy I put into it last year, two young men that stayed there when they were boys found me because, and this is how I found out one of the other ways that it made me go and look. They Googled Teena and pool. They didn't remember the name of the house because one was 8 when they stayed there and the other one was 12. And 20 one was 18 years ago and one was 20 years ago. They didn't know each other, but they booked for a week last summer, and they hosted their parents and their extended family because now they were adults and they wanted their kids to enjoy the house. That's what kind of an impact a homey atmosphere has on someone when they vacation like that. So hope we get to meet you someday in North Conway. Give us a shout if you're up here, even if you're not staying at our lodge. I'd love to help you out with a great place to eat, good place to have a drink, go dancing, whatever. And thanks so much for listening to this podcast.
Thank you all. And once again, this has been Pints, Peanuts, and a podcast. Have a good one.